Have you ever wondered why Sigma females aren't the nice girls you might expect them to be? Perhaps you've heard the term Sigma female thrown around in conversation or stumbled upon it during your internet travels. This intriguing personality type, typified by independence, introversion, and self-sufficiency, stands out from the crowd, but not always in ways you might anticipate. We're here today to debunk the stereotype that Sigma females are simply the nice girls of the world. This misconception is far from the truth, and we've got 10 compelling reasons to back that up. From their fierce independence to their preference for solitude, Sigma females are a breed apart, and their unique qualities make them anything but typical nice girls. So, buckle up as we delve into the fascinating world of Sigma females. Prepare to be enlightened, entertained, and perhaps even a little surprised as we explore the intriguing and often misunderstood realm of the Sigma female. Sigma females are fiercely independent. They are the captains of their own ships, the masters of their own destinies. It fuels their self-confidence, and it's in these quiet moments that they often find their greatest inspirations. But this love for independence can sometimes be misinterpreted. It's not uncommon for people to perceive them as aloof or standoffish. They don't seek validation from others, they find it within themselves. They're not the nice girls who'll nod and agree for the sake of peace. They value authenticity over popularity. Their independence is a strength, not a flaw. Sigma females don't need anyone to complete them. They are the embodiment of self-sufficiency, the very essence of standing firm on their own 2 feet. Now, this isn't to say they don't enjoy the company of others or seek out companionship. Instead, it means they don't rely on others for their happiness or success. Their self-sufficient nature is a well-cultivated trait born out of a deep understanding of their own strengths and limitations. It's not about being distant or unapproachable, but about a steadfast belief in their own capabilities. They know that they are their own best resource, their own cheerleader, their own mentor. Sigma females navigate the world with an air of quiet confidence, fueled by the knowledge that they can handle whatever life throws at them. They don't seek validation from the crowd, nor do they need someone else to light their path. They are their own beacon, their own guiding star. Their self-sufficiency is a testament to their resilience. Sigma females don't conform to societal norms. They are the rebels, the trailblazers, the ones who blaze their own path rather than following the path laid out by society. They aren't interested in keeping up with the Joneses or fitting into the cookie-cutter mold that's been created for them. Instead, Sigma females choose to live life on their own terms, often rejecting societal norms and expectations. They don't feel the need to follow the crowd or do what's popular. They don't seek validation from others, rather, they find it within themselves. Sigma females understand that their value isn't determined by how well they fit into societal norms. They realize that the societal mold doesn't define them, and they have the courage to break free from it. They aren't afraid to stand out, to be different, to be true to themselves. Their non-conformity is a sign of their individuality and strength. Sigma females are self-reliant. This statement is not an overstatement or a casual observation. It's a defining characteristic that's deeply ingrained in their psyche. They are fully capable of taking care of themselves, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Imagine a ship sailing effortlessly on the vast ocean. It doesn't wait for the wind to carry it forward. It has its own engine. It doesn't rely on the stars for navigation. It has its own compass. That's a Sigma female for you, a ship that sails on its own terms, finds its own path, and reaches its own destination. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, handling a financial crisis, or dealing with emotional turmoil, Sigma females don't wait for someone else to solve their problems. They roll up their sleeves, dive in headfirst, and tackle their issues head-on. This self-reliance doesn't stem from arrogance or disdain for others. It's born out of confidence in their abilities and a deep-seated resilience that's been honed over time. Their self-reliance is a testament to their strength and resilience. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving on their own terms. Sigma females are introverted. This is a trait that often leads to them being misunderstood or misinterpreted. They are not antisocial, rather they just prefer their own company. They find solace in solitude and thrive in their own space. Their energy is recharged not from social interactions, but from within. This introversion is not an indication of shyness or lack of social skills. Instead, it's a conscious choice. Sigma females are perfectly capable of socializing. They just choose to do so on their own terms. They value quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. And they'd rather have a small circle of close friends than a large network of acquaintances. People might mistake their quiet nature for aloofness or arrogance. However, their silence doesn't mean they're not listening or observing. Quite the contrary, they're often the most observant person in the room. Their introversion is a part of who they are, not a flaw. Sigma females are unpredictable. They dance to the rhythm of their own drumbeat, following paths that are often uncharted and unexpected. This unpredictability isn't a mark of inconsistency but rather a testament to their unique individuality and autonomy. They don't feel the need to adhere to societal norms or expectations, making them seem enigmatic at times. Sigma females can be hard to pin down simply because they don't follow the same scripts that many others do. One day, they may be fully immersed in a group project, leading the charge with their innovative ideas. The next, they could be on a solo adventure, exploring new territories and expanding their horizons in ways you'd never anticipate. This unpredictability could be seen as a challenge, but it's actually a strength. It keeps them flexible and adaptable, ready to take on whatever comes their way. Their spontaneity and willingness to break the mold is a breath of fresh air in a world that often values predictability. Their unpredictability is a sign of their individuality. Sigma females are unconventional. They're the ones who color outside the lines, the ones who don't just march to the beat of their own drum, they create the rhythm. They're the women who shun the traditional path of societal expectations, choosing instead to carve their unique trail. Sigma females often find societal norms to be confining, a cage that seeks to limit their potential and suppress their inherent strength. They choose to live life on their own terms, challenging the status quo and daring to dream beyond societal constraints. They're innovators, pioneers, trailblazers, women who aren't afraid to stand alone in order to stand for what they believe. They reject the cookie-cutter mold, embracing their individuality and relishing in their uniqueness. They're not here to fit in, they're here to create their own mold. Their unconventional ways are a testament to their individuality and strength. They're not just surviving in this world, they're thriving and doing so on their own terms. Sigma females have a dislike for small talk. Their minds are wired to seek depth and substance in their interactions, making them prefer meaningful conversations over trivial chit-chat. So, when you find a Sigma female at a party, she's more likely to be engrossed in a deep discussion about life's mysteries or debating a thought-provoking book she recently read rather than engaging in idle gossip or small talk. This characteristic often leads to Sigma females being misunderstood as antisocial or aloof, but it's not about being antisocial, it's about the desire for quality over quantity. They crave conversations that stimulate their intellect and feed their curiosity, rather than exchanges that merely skim the surface. So, the next time you encounter a Sigma female and she seems disinterested in small talk, don't mistake it as rudeness or lack of interest. Understand it as her quest for depth and meaningful exchange. Their dislike for small talk is a part of who they are, not a flaw. Sigma females are self-aware. This trait sets them apart and colors their interactions with the world. They possess an intimate knowledge of their emotions, their strengths, and their weaknesses, which enables them to navigate life with a unique sense of purpose and direction. This deep understanding of self can sometimes make them appear aloof or standoffish, but that's far from the truth. In reality, their self-awareness allows them to be in tune with their emotional responses and how these responses affect their actions. It's not about being distant, but rather, it's about understanding their emotional boundaries and respecting them. Sigma females don't just react, they reflect. They don't just feel, they understand. And this understanding doesn't isolate them, rather, it empowers them. They are not prisoners of their emotions, but the masters of them. So remember, when you see a Sigma female in her element, don't mistake her self-awareness for aloofness. Their self-awareness is a testament to their emotional intelligence. Sigma females value their privacy. A characteristic often misunderstood, their preference for privacy is not a cloak for secrets, but rather a reflection of their intrinsic self. As Sigma women, they cherish the sanctity of their personal space and private life, creating a haven where they can reflect, recharge, and simply be themselves without any external influences. This love for privacy, however, can sometimes be misconstrued as being secretive, aloof, or distant. But it's essential to remember that Sigma females are not hiding anything. They are merely selective about who they let into their personal space and the details they choose to share. They believe in maintaining boundaries and respect the same in others, making them excellent confidants and trusted friends. It's not about keeping secrets or creating a mysterious aura around themselves. It's about cherishing the personal space they have cultivated. Their value for privacy is a part of who they are, not a flaw. So, there you have it. 10 reasons why Sigma females aren't the nice girls you might expect them to be. An intriguing journey we've taken, isn't it? Let's take a quick jog down memory lane. We explored how Sigma females are independent, self-sufficient, and non-conformists, refusing to bend to societal pressures. Their self-reliance and introverted nature are not signs of weakness, but rather a testament to their strength and resilience. We also discussed how their unpredictability and unconventional behaviors make them unique, not difficult. Their dislike for small talk, it's a preference for meaningful conversations. Their self-awareness and value for privacy, it's a reflection of their introspective nature and respect for personal space. Each of these traits sets Sigma females apart, highlighting their unique strength and character. So instead of labeling them as not nice, let's celebrate them for who they truly are, strong, unique, and unapologetically themselves. Remember, being a Sigma female is not a flaw, it's a strength.